Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're back again here with the Better Call Saul season six reviews on episode 12, the penultimate episode, Waterworks here. And wow, this was a great episode here. I would say this is like a 9.5, almost hitting that 10. There was a little bit of slower spots at points, but I think that they did a really great job here showing Kim, Gene, and even the fan service, like I show in the thumbnail here of Kim and Jesse having their scene together. Aaron Paul back on screen again. Absolutely love that. And wow, just what a great episode here, and lots to talk about leading up until this final episode. I want to hear your theories in the chats here. What's going to happen to Saul after being made by Marion? I think we all kind of figured that was going to be coming as Marion was getting suspicious, but it finally comes out that she, figures out that Gene is Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad in Albuquerque, and she uses her life alert to contact her person, who then leads to the authorities. And for any of you who have seen the teaser trailer for the last episode, it's of course Saul, or Gene I should say, reinciting the vacuum. I need a Hoover Max Pressure Pro Model 60. Can you help me with that? So it looks like, can he be disappearing again? Will he get caught before he can disappear? The police, could be on the scene really fast. I really want to know where this episode's going to go. I hated this episode because now I have to wait a whole week to see what happens. Oh my God, this episode was amazing. Yes, it was. I'm so ready for the final episode here. Um, it's going to be great. Saul's gone. That can be interpreted so many ways. Is Saul gone? Like, is he going to be just gone forever? Is it going to be like his It's Saul Goodman? It's going to be It's Saul gone. So is he going to lose everything? Will he go to jail? Will he get killed? Will he survive? Will he get out of this situation somehow? And also, what's going to happen with Kim? Now the possibility of Kim going to jail is actually kind of becoming more real and real now. You know, in this episode, that was a really great scene where she's been, we get a little bit of an insight into what she's been doing, what she's been up to. We see her, of course, in Florida and talking with her coworkers, and we see, I believe it's like her husband or boyfriend, talking, and we get to see just how Kim's life's been going, and we get to see the full phone conversation of Jimmy harping on everything that's gone on, and really bringing up and dredging the past, and really making Kim feel guilty here. And then also we get the happy birthday scene, which a lot of people on Twitter were pointing out similarities to the Skylar and Ted scene, which probably the worst scene in all of Breaking Bad is the scene where Skylar's singing happy birthday to Ted. So that was crazy. I figured Kim and Jimmy would turn on each other. Yep. So it's basically like that now because, she goes to Cheryl with the information on what happened with Howard here. And, Jean basically uh, telling Kim like about how she has all this stuff on her mind, and just bringing up the past and making her feel so bad about everything. You could see that too in the Breaking Bad flash forward as well, where they do the divorce papers. That was the opener to this episode, the divorce papers here. So Saul's third divorce here, and we get to see how he just is all nonchalant, doesn't care. And my favorite scene of the episode, of course, being the Kim and Jesse um, talk here, or the cameo from Jesse here. So when I saw Emilio pop on screen, I was like, oh my God, Emilio's back. And I thought that's all that we were going to get. I thought, because of course, in Breaking Bad, Jesse says that he knows Saul through Emilio. Emilio was represented by him twice. So I'm guessing that this is the first time that he goes there, and he's just waiting outside, and he sees her, and they have a nice conversation. We get more insight into Kim's legal representation. She was a representative and a lawyer for Combo, and talking all about that. It was great seeing Combo's name brought up, someone who's very forgotten in the universe. And it was so great to see that, showing some love to Combo here, and just them talking. And It was just such a great scene here. So, like I mentioned before in one of my past live streams, they said that Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston would have separate scenes. They would have a scene together, which we've already seen in Breaking Bad, the episode titled Breaking Bad. And then uh, this was Jesse's one scene with Kim, and it was so great. Absolutely love that scene. Um, like I said, my favorite scene from the episode. A lot of great other scenes. I loved the Gene and him going to the house, and then Jeff staging like a way for him to get out by crashing his car is great. I thought Gene was going to hurt Marion. Yeah, dude, when I saw Gene rip the phone cord out from the wall, I was like, he's gonna freaking strangle her with this phone cord. And I was like, he's gonna go all fucking psycho on her. And I thought that was what was gonna happen too. Same thing went through my mind, man. I thought he was gonna strangle her with the phone cord. But no, he doesn't. But I mean, that's not Roy and Saul Goodman or Gene. He's not Roy a killer like that. Um, but that was crazy. Definitely kept me on edge. Thought Kim was going to call Saul a criminal. Yeah. That phone scene was so great, though. She kind of just was like blank and empty the whole time, and basically just saying, I'm glad that you're alive, and he's freaking just making her feel as bad as he can, and trying to try and reconnect and bring up the past, and it's just so heartbreaking. And like I said, the scene where they are in the Breaking Bad office, and he talks with her, and Roy just gives her the cold shoulder as she's leaving, of course, with the divorce papers. But I mean, like I said, guys, the theories for the final episode's going to be great. I honestly thought they were going to save Marion making Gene in the next episode. It was going to be like the opener to the next episode. They were going to have it leave off there because I was thinking, I'm like, are they really going to have Marion and make Gene at the very end? But they end up having it that way, and he's basically going to be on the run, and as we've seen from the teaser, he's going to try and contact Ed. As we know, Robert Forster, the actor who played Ed, has passed away. So, what are they going to do here? Could they do something where, maybe they have it be Ed, but they just don't show the phone call? Maybe they bring up some past lines from Ed and they kind of piece it together, or one theory that I've heard is that they're going to explain how Ed passed away in the timeline. So Ed is no longer an option for Gene in the universe. So he can't get away. He can't escape. So I think that third option would probably make the most sense here. Just more satisfying. He's got to get caught. I feel like it'd be so weird to have all this stuff happen to him for him not to get caught up into this point. I just feel like he's got to get caught or get killed or something like that. Uh, they showed Jimmy's esteem. Yeah, yeah. His Suzuki esteem, yeah. And I wonder if that's going to have any part in what's going to happen um, because for a lot of the teaser scenes, they show the audio and it's no way at all connected with the picture. For example, when Gene was saying, and after all that, a happy ending, and it was in the apartment, but that happened out in Omaha in Marion's house, or when he's talking to Jeff about don't come back and don't get greedy. That was the teaser trailer picture was the office, his Saul Goodman office, not out in Omaha. So maybe they're just tricking us with that picture, but it'd be really cool. And it was really cool to see too the Suzuki Esteem. As we know from season 5, that car is freaking out in the desert, abandoned, and you can see like all the rust and all the wear and tear it's been through and gone through in the time. Saul's reaction to Kim when she's in his office was heartbreaking. It seemed like she was trying to have a last goodbye with him, and he just completely blew her off. Yeah, I think he was just so heartbroken and so um, you know sad from what happened in Fun and Games. In this episode, for like half of it, like all the Kim scenes were super sad, and we got the waterworks. It was just so sad to see all that, and that was such a heartbreaking scene as well. She was trying to talk with him and have this one last conversation with him on a better note, somewhat as best as you can leave it, and she just kind of doesn't get to say anything. He just completely blows her off and basically just says, "Get out of here," pretty much. And then we see Emilio come in, like I said, which was great. And then, of course, the Jesse scene, which I don't know about you guys, but I just audibly was like, "Oh my god, let's go!" Jesse coming on was great to see, and I saw a lot of people saying that that scene was unnecessary, but I thought it added a lot of great insight into both the characters and kind of where it is in the timeline and adding more perspective here. I think it was a great scene and added a lot to the episode. I can't wait to see the Walter White cameo in the final episode because, like I said, there is uh, a scene with Walter White by himself. So, or not with Jesse here. So, a lot of people have theorized it could be right before they leave Ed's. They've already had that conversation though in Breaking Bad. You see Saul and Walter in the safe house talking, and it was really great. One of my favorite scenes when, of course, Walt goes up to Saul and he says, "We're done when I say we're done." It was awesome seeing Emilio. I figured Jesse would be in the lobby. So cool to see him. Yeah, I wasn't sure if Jesse was going to be there. I thought maybe we just were going to see Emilio, and that was going to be the nod that you know we needed to see how Emilio met Saul Goodman, and it was great to see Jesse being outside, waiting for his friend. And it was great too, them talking about the commercials, how he's like, yeah, he just liked the commercials. That's why he came here. And of course in Breaking Bad, Jesse talks about how Saul got Emilio off twice, like when he was dead to rights. So it's just so great to see how all these pieces connected and just the overarching story through this entire universe. This universe started in 2002 and we're already into the 2010 here in the Gene timeline. So it's just crazy to see so much going on. Great penultimate episode here. Lots of great coming from it. Absolutely loved it. Um, I can't wait as well to rank the episodes from season six. It's like so difficult. Season six has been one of the best seasons of TV out there. Like it's very up there with Breaking Bad, season 4 and 5, and it might even be better. It's so freaking good. The writing is phenomenal in this, and I can't wait for the finale episode here. It's gonna be freaking awesome. I think they're really gonna stick the landing. I'm just I mean, I feel like I know where it's gonna go, but there might be some twists and turns. They are always that's the one thing with them. They make it predictable enough to where you can have fun and enjoy it and give your predictions, but they always end up throwing a curveball in there somewhere where not everything you have lines up, and it's really great. I like the setup to the final scene where both Jeff and Marion are so worried, and Gene is acting completely nonchalant, like it's not a serious situation, and then it just completely implodes for him. Yeah, man, that was absolutely great. Marion finally finding out, and now I wonder what Jeff's gonna do. How is Jeff gonna react to Marion, turning in Saul Goodman here? And like I said, I really want to just see like the opening scene for the next episode because man, they just left us on a cliffhanger. Can't leave us like that. We gotta wait one more week. But after that, no more Better Call Saul. It's gonna be really sad not seeing you guys each and every week. I've been doing these since April. I did them for part one and now for part two. It's always great interacting with you guys and going through the episodes here and talking about each of them each and every week. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a ranking video with all the episodes once the season concludes here. And it's going to be great to see. And I can't wait for the finale episode. 63 total episodes, one more, one more than Breaking Bad. Uh, the robbery scene was something else. I actually really, yeah, I like that robbery scene. It was tense. And, I was like, the guy with cancer. I thought a lot of people figured that he was going to end up dying because um, that's why the cops were there. Gotta find a new show to talk about each week now. Yeah, man, it's gonna be so tough because there's so many shows that I want to talk about here, and I just like really want to see what you guys want to see. So I'm really into talking about House of the Dragon. I'm not sure I'm gonna be doing live streams with that because I don't have HBO, um, but I will definitely find my way to watch it. And then also, um, Cobra Kai is one I really want to get into with you guys, even though that they released all those episodes at once. I binged through all of Cobra Kai, and I absolutely love that show. I think it's better than any of the Karate Kid movies. It's awesome. I felt so bad for Cheryl when she asked Kim where Howard's body was. Perfect example of dramatic irony. Yeah, man, and she doesn't even know, and they'll never find it because. And I wonder too when Walt and Jesse burned up the lab, like is the bodies just burned now or what? I guess they're just turned to ash. Seeing Jesse was a nice surprise. Kim is completely destroyed. Yeah, man. With her breaking down the bus, it was just crazy to see in the waterworks. We see how that is implemented into this episode. And like I said, for the first part of this episode, it was really, really sad. It was like a whole fun and games where that entire episode was just sorrow and sad. And this was like that too. But then when we got into the Gene scenes, really started picking up and becoming spicy. I honestly thought Jean was about to kill Marion, especially with how close she was to the basement door. I thought he was gonna strangle her with the phone cord, man. I think that's what everyone was like predicting. Like I saw him like wrap his hands around the phone cord, and we were like, "Oh my god, is he gonna freaking strangle this like 90-year-old woman?" Nah, but definitely Jean or Saul doesn't have that in him. Saul is not a killer. The rest of her life is ruined. It's over for her. So sad to see that. Yeah, and like I said, now the theory comes up: is she going to be going to prison? Because Cheryl now has all this information, but the only thing, like Kim pointed out, there's no evidence that ever supports any of this. That she's connected. All the evidence is gone. Gus is dead. Mike's dead. Uh, of course, Howard's dead, and Lala's dead, and everyone like that. That could be evidence in the situation. She says that the only evidence is Jimmy. So what will happen to Jimmy? I don't think he'll ever rat, but maybe, like I said, maybe he will. I straight up screamed no when he started wrapping that cord up. That's what I said, man. I was like, bro, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. It don't have to be like that. I was like the same thing. I was pressing my own panic button. Yep, but I thought he was going to grab the panic button, resulting in her falling down. Yeah, falling down and calling life alert. I was like, no effing way. I know, man. Um, that was so great. Great end scene, but so sad it had to end on a cliffhanger, man. But it keeps you more enticed for next week. It's the last episode, man. I'm definitely gonna be going all out and big for the live stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything special for the last episode here. Um, We'll have to see. Maybe if you guys have some suggestions, you can leave them in the chat for what you want to see next week. Or if you didn't get a chance tonight, you can leave them in the comment section of one of my videos. I will definitely be looking at that. Like, what should we talk about for the last episode here? I mean, it's been on 7 years now. Just crazy and insane to see. Kim's life is such a disgrace that straight up tragic. She completely ruined herself and for nothing. Yeah, and it's crazy because someone similar that happened to, if it wasn't for Jesse, it was Mike here. Mike in Breaking Bad saves up all his money for Kaylee, and you learn in Better Call Saul that everything he does is for his family. He is what Walt wanted to be. Mike is in the game only for his family, and they take all his money, and then then Kaylee's left with nothing. He had $2 million to give Kaylee, and he gets stolen by the feds. But then Jesse here, in El Camino, talks about giving his money over to Kaylee, his granddaughter. So that was great to see, and something with like Mike. That's why a lot of my friends didn't like the way that Mike went out, was because they're like, Mike went out for nothing, man. He did all that work for nothing. Do we think Walt's scene next week will be with Kim as well? I wonder if they're gonna have that. I don't really know how they would implement that, because it seemed like for sure that was um, her last scene in Albuquerque when, at least in the Better Call Saul slash Breaking Bad timeline, when she visits Saul at the office. But I really do wonder that if she's going to have a scene with Walt, I don't see how they're going to incorporate it. I could really see Walt being incorporated with another Saul Goodman scene. I could see Walt and Saul having another conversation. I think they're really going to focus heavily on Saul slash Gene in the final episode. I definitely feel like we will get a full wrap up to Kim's story, of course, and of course, like I said, Saul and Gene or Jimmy, however you want to call him, he will get the best wrap up and the most story and screen time for the final episode. I doubt it. I think we will have seen the last of Kim. Her life is over. I think we will see Kim in the last episode, maybe to wrap something up. And I also wonder too if they're going to do a montage as well, showing like characters who are still alive who we really don't get to see. Um, like Francesca, are they going to show kind of what happens to her? Are they going to show Skylar again after she got her deal? Like, are they going to show Walter Jr. going off to college? Imagine that while seeing a scene with Walt Jr. off to college, or like fast forwarding and seeing like Holly all grown up and find out about her dad, the great Heisenberg. And I also really want to see if Kim is going to learn. Well, of course, she learned about Heisenberg, but are we going to see a scene with her, like, watching the news about it? I thought that was going to be in this episode, her like seeing the news of it all go down. And, but, she's out in Florida. So tough to see, but I believe that it was nationwide news. Uh, we need to have a scene of Jimmy and Kim finally speaking their minds. That would be great. She's completely broken, destroyed, going to live the rest of her life in obscurity. Man, she was so down bad in this episode, man. What if Walt Jr. sees Saul somewhere and ends up turning him in to get that $5 million award? Man, that'd be crazy. And we still have to see the scene with Saul coming back to Albuquerque. I totally forgot about that. The scene with Saul coming back to Albuquerque, taking off those posters. That was a teaser for the season six, for the start of season six, and we still haven't seen that yet. So maybe that's where he goes back to Albuquerque and takes those posters down. But Walt Jr. getting that $5 million reward. I mean, he's getting that what $9 million reward or whatever from Gretchen and Elliot. Because if not, they're gonna get whacked by the two best hitmen west of the Mississippi. Shout out Badger and Skinny Pete. Man, I hope we see them again. Badger and Skinny Pete are awesome, but we saw them in El Camino and they made a great appearance in there. And like I said, Combo got his time to shine here in the conversation between Kim and Jesse tonight. Imagine the amount of breakfast Walt Jr. will get with that award money. Yeah, man. Walt Jr., the leader of the Breakfast Club, man. Walt Jr., man, such a classic and iconic meme, man. And also, like I said last week, can we please see Huel one last time? Huel or QB, man, I'd love to see them. Like I said, they'd be perfect for the montage. Seeing Huel back in New Orleans, like maybe it'd be ironic showing Huel at like a church or something because of the whole season three scheme with him being like this church man who everyone looks up to, and then QB here. That would be great. I'd love to see Bill Burr. I know they've been trying to get Bill Burr on the show for a long time now, and they just can't find a way to fit his schedule in with the Better Call Saul schedule for filming. He'd be able to afford lunch with that kind of dough. Nah, man, he eats breakfast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, man. That's all he eats. Reasonably, we need some Heel, man. We finally got a confirmation that Heel's out of the safe house and home in New Orleans, man. I would love it. We got to see, like I said, a montage like 6 Feet Under or The Wire did for their finale, showing like all the characters and what happened to them in the future. Seeing like Huel, like I said, like with his family or at a church because of the season three scene, or even him being a security guard somewhere else. That would be great because pretty much that's Huel's best job, man. Huel got to work security. So great here. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else who I really want to see come back in the final episode here, who they could show. Not really anyone else that's coming to mind here. One person I haven't mentioned because I don't want to see any more of her is Marie, or Ted. I wonder if Ted's ever going to be back to normal again. All we see with Ted's last scene is like him with a freaking like whole neck thing on him. We don't even get confirmation if he's paralyzed or what. Do you think Saul's attitude towards Kim was a macho actor? You think at that point Jimmy is completely lost to Saul and he didn't really care? I think just like he was just trying to get it over with and trying to be done with it because he was so heartbroken by her breaking it up with him, and you can see he just wants to be done. Like he's like, if you wanted this, you're the one who wanted to leave, so just get out of here. Like I'm just not gonna keep pouring myself out and caring about you when you're leaving and wanting this divorce. So I just think that he was just trying to basically get over with the situation, get it over with. uh Bro, Hell's gonna be a prison guard. I think you mean Huel. Bro, Huel's gonna be a prison guard at NDC when Saul gets picked up. Yeah, that'd be great, man. Seeing he was a prison guard, man. Like I said, Huel was born for security, man. That man, that's what he's best at, man. Or like I said, being a pickpocketer, man. That's like Huel's best thing, man. He can pickpocket anything off of anyone, man. It'd be so great seeing Huel. That would be insane. Um, so basically, like I said, the three outcomes that we have, and I want to see in the chat what you guys think in the finale. Do you think that Gene lives? Do you think that he goes to prison? Or do you think he dies? Those are the three outcomes that can happen here. I'm leaning more towards two or three, that he's going to go to jail or he's going to be killed. The reason why I think those is just keeping him alive. Like, I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't be as strong of a way to wrap up his story, but if they did it that way and they did it in a really good way, I could definitely see that working. But I think he's definitely got to pay for his consequences. But a lot of people thought he already did, being Gene. Um, he hates being Gene. He hates not being able to be a lawyer and being able to con people. But now he's starting to get back into that. But now that he's been made by Marion and Jeff, now he's got to go on the run again. I think the breakup was the catalyst that made him turn to Saul. It's clear that the whole persona was a defense. Yeah, he just puts on a face, man. Puts on a face and just goes through life, man. Uh, he's done being Jimmy, man. He's done being a person. He's more of a persona. He lives with the character. Like he's not even trying to show emotion. He just wants to be in that character at all times because that's just how he copes with things now that he lost her. That's what he's got to do. I think he becomes cornered and commits not living. We'll have to see, man. I really wonder how the police are going to do in this, and will it just be the police? I mean, I think the FBI got to be on this case now because they're still searching for him for the Heisenberg case. They confirmed that in Better Call Saul, they're searching for Goodman and Pinkman here, and I don't think we're going to see Jesse again. I think they wrapped his story up pretty well. I don't think that we're going to see him, as Francesca pointed out. They took his car down by the border, and we know that was a misdirect, so they wouldn't find him. So uh, it's great to see, and we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it here for tonight. I got a really big day tomorrow. I know I don't really talk about my personal life much on here, but I talked about last week how I had a big thing going on. I had an interview for a job and I just got that job. So I'm going to be starting up at this new job. I've been going to school here for 4 years. I've been in and out of work, and this is my first job post graduation here. I'm going to be graduating in 2 weeks with my bachelor's degree. So I'll be working now. Definitely the videos will still be coming out. Uh, you know, I'm trying to put out 2 to 3 a week, probably more likely 2 a week. Um, but yeah, you guys are wondering like why the videos aren't coming out as much anymore, or why I'm slowing down as compared to in July. That's the reason. Got a full 40-hour work week here coming up. So hopefully you guys still enjoy my content. I'm going to be coming out with as much as I can. I hope to see you guys back next week for the finale. Like I said, if you have any suggestions on what we can do for the live stream, definitely let me know in the comments section below. I appreciate you guys all coming in here. Um, can't wait to see how you guys react to the Better Call Saul finale. And I can't wait for it. Monday can't get here any faster next week. So yeah, take care, everyone. Peace out.